Fede Valverde is Real Madrid's man for all occasions.
So Jude Bellingham watching from the stands there. Look at his reaction. That's for Valverde's third goal, and he has to watch it for a second time, second replay.
Diaz looks at Valverde on a hat-trick. Brilliant! Oh my goodness me!
To take in just exactly how good it was. Wow. I think we're all exactly the same, Jude.
Valverde had the best individual first half performance in Champions League history. What do you think, Nige? Do you agree with that?
1000%. Unbelievable.
The Uruguayan has consistently shown his versatility and continues to be one of Real Madrid's most relied upon players. Whether this guy's playing at right back, right wing, or in the center of the park, he does what is required.
And nobody saw Valverde scoring a hat-trick. Anyone that said that Valverde was going to score a hat-trick is a liar.
That was a world-class performance in 45 minutes. His third goal was just top. He's probably one of the most underappreciated Real Madrid players in the history of the club.
How many times do we watch the best strikers in the world? They need 10 chances, they need 7 chances. 3 shots, 3 goals. That's hard to play against you. The efficiency of Valverde today killed the tie.
Which tells you everything about how much his role has expanded.
He's been given a great game, I imagine, right? Fantastic player. He's going to play in I don't know how many roles, and he's...
At this point, he doesn't even have an actual position. Fede is just everywhere. Normally, you might think of him as a midfielder, maybe even a right back, but suddenly you'll see him leading the line and making runs like he's the right winger / striker. It shows just how much trust the coaches have in him and how adaptable he's become.
You know, even as a Liverpool player, I've admired him, and I think he is undoubtedly the most underrated footballer on the planet. I think when you play with him, you understand how much he gives to a team. He covers every blade of grass. He gives us all. He's, I think as a player, the best attribute you can have is that your teammates can always count on you. And he's always there. He never lets us down. Obviously scored the last minute winner on the weekend and then does what he does today.
Every season it feels like he's adding something new to his game. One moment he's pressing the opposition by the corner flag, the next he's sprinting down the wing, and then somehow he's in the box, finishing like a striker. He literally looked like prime R9 when he was dribbling by Donnarumma. It's not something you expect from a midfielder or a right back or whatever position you think Valverde plays, but that's exactly what makes him so exciting to watch.
Not just his goals, but his defensive work as well. I thought it helped Trent out down that right-hand side, really good.
What stands out the most about this guy though is his attitude. Every time he steps on the pitch, you can see how much he cares. He runs non-stop, presses, defends, attacks, and does whatever the team needs. It's the kind of effort that fans love because he's truly fighting for the bat. And when you look at his numbers this season, it becomes that much more impressive. He's already involved in a huge number of goals despite playing in different positions throughout the year. Sometimes he's in midfield, sometimes he's covering at right back, yet he still manages to produce goals and assists. That's why so many Madrid fans joke about the fact that if they had 2 players like Valverde, they would win the Champions League every single year. Players who can do everything. Players who can run all game and still produce big moments. Those guys are incredibly rare. And right now, Valverde looks like one of those players who can impact a match from almost anywhere on the pitch. Real Madrid knew they had a Madridista for life after what Valverde did in the Supercopa de España semifinal back in 2020. It had been a game without yellow cards until suddenly in the 114th minute, Morata broke through. Valverde, the closest player to the ball, had no choice but to foul him. The Uruguayan midfielder was sent off, but his team managed to hold out for a draw and then win the tournament on penalties. That sacrifice was a turning point in Valverde's career, and he never came out of the starting 11 again. It was an action that really showed Valverde's character, and the fact that he was willing to sacrifice for the team. He had to work incredibly hard to get to where he is now, wearing the captain's armband for the biggest club in the world. This passion he has for football was seen from a young age. At just 2 years old, he convinced his father to install a goalpost in their living room, showing his determination to play the sport he loved. As he got older, everyone could see his natural ability. Even when he was that young, his passion, determination, and ability to score goals from long distances were evident. He was beginning to attract the interest of top European clubs when he was still in Uruguay, and of all the teams that wanted him, he chose Real Madrid. No one gave Valverde anything at Real Madrid. He started at Castilla and worked his way up the ranks. He became a regular member of the lineup and even scored his his first goal in December of 2016. Santiago Solari, the coach at Castilla, said that he was very happy with Valverde, and he praised how the Uruguayan had adapted to a new club and country. But while Valverde thought he was doing well, the club felt like he needed to develop more before he could be introduced to the first team. As a result, he was sent out on loan to Deportivo de La Coruña for 1 year. Valverde made 24 league appearances during the campaign, but unfortunately, Deportivo still got relegated. That first team experience was good for him though, because when he returned, he really impressed Lopetegui in the 2018-2019 preseason. He had played so well that he was actually assigned to the first team. On October 23, 2018, a young Federico Valverde stepped onto the pitch at the Santiago Bernabeu for his official Real Madrid debut. He was just 20 years old, playing in a UEFA Champions League group stage match against Victoria Pilsen. It was a dream come true for the midfielder, who had worked tirelessly to reach this moment. That season he made 25 appearances and even helped Real Madrid win the FIFA Club World Cup, a special achievement for a player in his first year with the first team. But his real breakthrough came in the following season. With Zidane back in charge and Marcos Llorente leaving the club, Valverde finally had his chance to shine. He grabbed it with both hands, quickly becoming an important player for Madrid. On November 9, 2019, he celebrated a major milestone, his first goal for the club. It came in a dominant 4-0 win over Eibar in La Liga, a sign that he was here to stay. It was of course this season where he ended up tackling Morata. The tackle ended up earning him so much respect, and he got widespread praise. Diego Simeone even referred to the tackle as the most important play of the game. Valverde made 33 appearances during that season, as Real Madrid won the 2019-2020 La Liga. Then he kicked off the next season in style, scoring the team's first goal of the campaign in an away match against Real Betis. Madrid went on to win 3-2. It was a special night for him as it also marked his 50th La Liga appearance for Los Blancos. A month later, on October 24th, Valverde stepped up again, this time on the biggest stage. Facing Barca at the Camp Nou, he made an instant impact, scoring just 5 minutes into the game. Madrid went on to win 3-1, and Valverde made history by becoming only the second Uruguayan ever to score in El Clasico, following in the footsteps of the vampire himself, Luis Suarez. But unlike Suarez, Valverde was the first Uruguayan to do it for Real Madrid. His hot streak continued, because just a week after his El Clasico heroics, Valverde found the back of the net again, this time against Huesca in a 4-1 win at the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium. It was already his third goal of the season, more than he had managed in the entire previous campaign. The young midfielder was proving he wasn't just a workhorse, but also a player who could make a difference in front of goal. Over time, he has proven that he's so much more than just a track star. Whether it was his goal in the 3-2 win over Barcelona in the 2022 Supercopa de España, or his assist to Vini in the Champions League final, Valverde has proven that he is more than just some work rate merchant. In the 2022-2023 season, Valverde really took his game to another level. Before the campaign began, his coach Carlo Ancelotti actually made a bold prediction, stating that Valverde would score at least 10 goals.
Tú no eres capaz de marcar menos de 10 goles en una temporada, yo tengo que romper mi carne.
The challenge was set, and the Uruguayan delivered in style. Game after game, Valverde found the back of the net, showing his growing confidence and the fact that now he had great attacking instinct. By the end of the season, he had scored 12 goals across all competitions, surpassing eyebrow man's expectations. His first-time volley against Manchester City in the Champions League quarterfinals was spectacular. It was a testament to his hard work, versatility, and the determination to keep evolving as a key player for Real Madrid. So it ended up being more than just a nice gesture when he inherited Kroos's number 8. It was a reminder that he was on the path to becoming a Real Madrid legend. The Uruguayan has played in every single position for Real Madrid, especially down the right-hand side. He has played as a right midfielder, right winger, right back. His energy up and down the pitch is crazy. I mean, he has more stamina than your local hooker. He is so good at breaking up opposition attacks. At one point in 2024, he had the most recoveries of any midfielder in La Liga. I mean, the guy was playing as a right back on a big Champions League night against City, and he looked like he had been playing there his entire life. For his entire Real Madrid career, he's essentially been a Swiss Army knife. He has never had an easy path to a starting spot at Real Madrid. Year after year, new stars arrived. You had the likes of Tchouaméni and Camavinga, then Bellingham and Mbappe. Each time there were doubts about where he would fit in, yet Valverde never backed down. Back in the 2021-2022 season, when Madrid won both La Liga and the Champions League, he was often used on the right wing. Like I said, in the Champions League final, it was Valverde who created the winning moment, sending the ball to Vini, who finished it for the only goal of the match. Then in the 2024 season, when Madrid won the double again, Valverde was once again dominating from the right-hand side. Over the years, he's just played in so many different roles. It's not just the right-hand side he's dominated, he's appeared all over the pitch, from wide areas to central midfield, and even deeper when needed. I mean, I'm pretty sure the only position he hasn't played is goalkeeper. That flexibility has made him incredibly valuable to every coach he's played under, because he can just adapt to whatever the team needs during a game. He had a really strong relationship with Carlo Ancelotti. That's why Ancelotti even challenged him to score more goals. Like, he had finished with only 1 goal in the previous campaign, yet Ancelotti predicted that he would score double digits. And Valverde responded to that prediction by improving his attacking output and proving that he could contribute going forward. One of the most dangerous parts of his game is shooting from distance. Valverde has a powerful strike. I mean, he might have the hardest shot in all of football. It's like a missile, and he's not afraid to try it from outside the box. Whenever he gets a little bit of space around the edge of the area, everybody knows he can punish them with a long-range effort. That ability to shoot from distance just adds another threat to Madrid's attack. Opponents can't just focus on defending the box, because if Valverde spams that long shot, he is going to score. Even as more and more players have joined Real Madrid, bigger stars, bigger names, Valverde continues to be one of the most important players in the team. Instead of letting the competition push him out, he adapted. He reshaped his game time and time again, proving his worth in different roles. Whether it was as a box-to-box runner, a wide midfielder, he did whatever was needed to stay in the team. Now, after years of evolution, like a Pokemon, Valverde has transformed into the complete version of himself, the one that can do it all. He's such an important player to have to balance out the Galacticos. You need players with no ego, players who are willing to do the dirty work. Now, another Madrid player who loves to do the dirty work but never really gets the credit for it is Jude Bellingham. To see his meteoric rise at Real Madrid, you have to check out this video right here.